Tell the Forbes, wait a minute, I'm coming. Gotta speak things into existence. That's how you let the universe know your intentions. God already wrote it, so he patient. You either complacent or come take it.
Today was very weird. You know what I'm saying? Like, the market was very, very weird today. NAS100 was consolidating, and US30 dropped hard as hell today. I should have never made that video yesterday about US30 because I feel like it got a little revenge on me because it took $700 from me this morning, and that was really irritating. And then I made it back and some with this trade. So I'm just gonna walk you through everything I saw today on NAS, and I'm gonna show you my loss on US30. So let's just get into it. So right here, like, if you really look at what's going on right here on the 15-minute chart, it is a gap that filled right here. All of this got filled. It was a little smidge, but it basically filled that in. This wick filled that in. Once I saw that it filled it in and it was dropping, I had a feeling that it was going to stop at this level of support right here. This level of support. Now, I didn't take a buy at all down here. I did see it, but I just didn't take it. Y'all probably took this little buy once it bounced off support. But I don't know. I just really didn't feel safe about it because this is also liquidity as well. So if I see that it just filled in the gap and it's dropping, my first initial thought is it's going to dip lower, which it actually did. If you can see that little wick right there, this wick right here dipped lower than that, and then it shot up. Now let's take this little off. So as it filled that gap and then it bounced off of support, I saw that order started over here. Order started right here because this is where they start pushing price up in this area right here. So once I saw that this was aggressive selling right here, then I went to the 5-minute, and the 5-minute, you can't, when you're looking at the 5-minute, it's gonna be a little bit noisy, and I wasn't too sure as to if this was actually a good area where the order started from. So once I went to the 15-minute, it just looked more cleaner, and it honestly just looked like it's ranging, to be honest. But yeah, it kind of like it was ranging. So order started over here, and as it came back to that area, I waited for candles to break. Let me scoot this over. Yeah, I waited for candles to break, giving me confirmation to get into the trade right here. So I sold as soon as it broke below this candle, and I was in this trade. This is a 15-minute chart, so a little bit like 30 minutes, and I took my $1,100 win. But I could have held it to that liquidity because this is also more liquidity right here. But I was just scalping because I don't like trading later in the day. Like, this is, what is this? It's like 12:15. Like, volume is going to start slowing down, and it's going to pick back up around 2 o'clock. But yeah, I wasn't really too sure because I'm so used to trading around like 10, maybe 11. But this is at almost like 12:30. I wasn't feeling this, so I just wanted to scalp, get my little 1 to 1.3 risk reward, and that was it. So yeah, this trade was inspired by a supply. Like, it was aggressive selling, and it came back to this area, and then it dropped. Some of y'all did take this sell right here because it filled in this gap. If you can line that up, it filled in that gap, and then y'all took that sell once it broke below here, and that was a good trade too. I mean, I saw it, but this is also 9:30, so yeah, I wasn't really too safe about it. And like, in my opinion, like, when I trade the New York Stock Exchange, the setup gotta happen before 9:30 for me to consider holding the New York Stock Exchange open. Now, I always say that it's still risky trading the open, so you just gotta be willing to live with the results, and that goes into US30 trade that I lost on today. So this was a 5-minute trade. Now, I took this trade because I woke up around 8:30, and I saw that CPI news drop, and it pushed it up really fast. So I'm like, okay, it should pull back somewhere. So it should pull back maybe at this level, or maybe this level, any one of these levels, and it stopped at this level. So as it rejected and then it started breaking above, I took the buy. As it started breaking above. But soon, I'm talking about as soon as 9:30 hit, it stopped me up, and that was a $700 loss. And I can't really blame nobody because I'm trading in New York Stock Exchange Open. Now, in my opinion, this was all aligned because it was a break and retest off of a swing high, and it started shooting up, and then it just went against me. I can't really, be mad at that. And then once I looked at it, this was also another break and retest for a sell. So like after I lost, I could have got in for this sell. If you can see it, let me take this off. So I could have gotten for the sell as it broke that zone and then came back up to it. This was an entry right here, but I was already irritated with US30, so I didn't even take this sell. So this would have been a valid entry right here, but I wasn't paying attention to it. And then I could have just aimed to fill in this whole gap in the market right there. I could have just aimed to fill that in. That would have been a 1 to 2 risk to reward. But like I said, I was irritated that I lost, which I should have just not traded the New York Stock Exchange Open. But again, I'm not going to break my rules. Like if everything is lining up perfectly, in my opinion, then I'm going to take it. This just didn't play out. Some days it play out, some days it don't play out. But this was I could have hopped back in and made my money back with US30 just off of this right here. Because this is this created a area that needed to fill this whole candle, and it filled that, and then it kept going, then it grabbed liquidity. So if you took this sell on US30, you was eating, you know what I'm saying, you was eating really nicely today. But yeah, today was like I did win 1100 on NAS, and then I lost 700. It could have just been a regular $1100 day if I would just not touch US30. That's why I felt like I spoke too soon making that video yesterday about US30. But yeah, today this trade was very, very simple. Like on the 5 minute, I got in kind of late. This was, in my opinion, this was a 15-minute entry, so that's why I got in down here. But if I would have got in using the 15-minute supply off of a 5-minute entry, that would have been like a great risk reward, you know what I'm saying? But I was just basing everything off the 15-minute today. So yeah, that's basically it. Like NAS100 was like, you see is going up and down. Like it's not really no movement. So maybe tomorrow it might push up. But this whole entire week, has been kind of weird. Like it dropped really hard and it went up, dropped really hard. Then even last week it's been dropping. So the correction is coming. Like it's not going to continue to drop. It's gonna go up eventually. I feel like Thursdays usually be like bullish. Not gonna lie, Thursdays usually be bullish. So I'm gonna be looking for Thursdays to at least correct itself from today, or at least this choppiness, because all it's doing is just collecting orders. You know what I'm saying? And then once they ready to take off and go in a bullish momentum up, then it's gonna take off. Like that's like this right here. Like all they're doing is like accumulating orders. So once it starts shooting up, it's gonna take off, and it's gonna leave a lot of people. So we're just gonna see what happens. I don't trade Wednesdays, so if it take off without me on Wednesday, then oh well. But I'm gonna be ready Thursday. But yeah, this is a little breakdown. Like this is really simple. Like trading is really simple. I'm not gonna lie. Like you could have took that area to fill right up here, this little gap. You could take that for a sell. You could take this buy down here. You could took this sell for supply right here. It just all depend on how you view the market. The most common thing is probably people taking this like triple bottom right here for a buy. That was kind of simple. I mean, you could have easily got that. But yeah, that's all I got on this trade breakdown. Today was pretty good. I post most of, like, people ask me like, why you don't post your losses? I post most of my losses on my Instagram story. Like that's where they're at. Like if you want to see like, oh, did I win and lose today? Instagram story. I'm gonna show you. Like I'm not gonna cap. So yeah, this is the trade breakdown. A very simple day. But US30, man, one of y'all DM me like, bro, you shouldn't even just don't trade US30. Just don't even trade it. I want to trade it. I'm gonna be honest. I want to. I do. But yeah, that's all I got on this breakdown, man. I hope y'all found some value in this. Hopefully it made sense for people that got my course. Like, oh, why did you take that? Hopefully it made sense. But yeah, that's all I got. Peace and love. I'm out.